Okay, so this is your beginner's little back stretch, little back workout, okay? So you'll need either a ball or a rolled up towel, okay? Great if you have the ball. But we're going to start off with a bit of swimming on the floor. So we're going to get all the way down. Okay, so we're going to focus on our arms first, okay? So 2 arms are going to go straight out in front of us. We're going to hold the tummy in, we're going to look down towards the mat. Just the arm lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. So everything else is still. Hopefully you've done that little warm-up, the 5-minute warm-up that was one of the other videos. If you haven't, look it up, do it now, and then come back to this. Okay, so just a bit of movement going on through that upper back, through the shoulders. Still have our tummy held in. We're going to go 1 more each side. And lower. And then I want you to rest your head on your hands, okay? And we're going to go with the legs. So just the legs. Hold your tummy in. We're going to lift one leg up and lower. So breath out and in. So if you're feeling a little bit of pinching in that lower back, you can always grab a towel with, fold it a couple of times, place it underneath your hips here, just to stop that lower back pinching a little bit. So I'll just show you what that looks like. So if you want to grab a cushion, place it under your hips, and it'll help you with that lower back movement, okay? From here, we're going to add the arms. So now arms and legs are going to be moving. So 2 arms straight out in front of us. We're going to lift opposite arm to opposite leg. So nice breath out and in. Out and in. We're keeping the head and shoulders down. We're keeping the chest down on the floor. It's just literally your opposite arm to opposite leg lifting. Don't worry if it doesn't feel like you're getting too high. As long as there's a bit of movement going on there. A little movement is better than no movement. And 3, 2, not too fast, 1, and lower. Okay, we're going to sit back on those heels. Stretch through the arms. So push your bum right back. If you've osteoporosis, keep the head up. So we can stretch like this through the back, or we can have it more through the hips by opening up the legs. Sit back, just drop the chest down between those legs. Head up if you've osteoporosis. Okay. From here, we'll do a little bit on the side. So we come over. We're going to rest on the elbow. Okay. Legs are stacked on top of each other. That elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. Sometimes we start off this move and we're kind of a little bit slumped like this and we're kind of relaxed. We just need to bring that rib cage up. Make yourself in a nice long position, even through the neck. Tummy held in, we're going to lift the hips up, reach for the ceiling. Hold it here if you want to, or you can have a go adding the move. So as we move, we're going to thread the arm through and then reach back up. Thread it through and reach back up. If this is too hard on your shoulder, you can do a lift and lower. So you can go down and lift back up. Down, lift back up. Okay? If not, keep going. The hips off the floor, reaching through and back up. Last 2. Last 1. And lower. Okay, we're going to grab a cushion for our head. Place our head down. Okay, so head goes down on that cushion. But knees are still bent, 2 arms out in front of us, and we're going to do a nice big movement through the shoulder now. So arm is going to go up over the head, round down behind the back, down towards the feet and back round. So maybe focus on that shoulder joint first, okay? Nothing else is moving, so the chest is still. Maybe you can feel your shoulder blade moving up and down the back. And then on the next one, we start opening it up a little bit. So you're moving more through the body if you can as you rotate around. So opening it right up Last two. Last one. And lower. Okay, from here we're going to come back onto our tummy and we're going to grab hold of the ball. So lose the block or lose your cushion, back onto the tummy. We're going to grab our ball, 2 arms are going out in front of us with our hands on the top of the ball. So get your hands right onto that ball, not here, you're a little bit further over. Okay, so tummy held in, and as we breathe out, we're going to lift the chest up. And as we do that, the ball comes towards us and then we lower it back down. So breath out and in, out and in. So the idea of this is just to mobilize that back. And again, don't worry if you're not going too high. Keep it nice and low if you need to. Now, if you don't have a ball, you're going to place your arms out to the sides and you're lifting right up. If there's pinching in that back, move the hands forward, then you won't lift up so high. Okay, so we're not bobbing the head up and down. We're not moving too fast. We're still looking down towards the mat. Last two. Last one. And lower. Okay, from here, arms are going out to the sides if they aren't already. We're going to get our toes together, heels apart. Stop your bum doing any work. Looking down towards the mat, okay? Just the chest lifting off the floor and then lowering it back down. Breath out and in, out and in. That's it. So we don't want any movement through the legs. We're going to add the arms now, so our chest is going to go up, but keep it just the chest if you need to. We're holding it here, then bringing the arms off the floor and then lowering everything back down. Chest up, arms up and lower. Breath out, in, out, and then in on the floor. So what's happening here? Your glutes shouldn't be clenching. They shouldn't be doing any work. It should be your back doing all the work. But if you feel like your backside is doing something and your legs are clenching a little bit, just keep it nice and low. So keep it a little bit lower, but then try and lift your arms a little bit higher. Okay? So chest, arms, and lower. We'll go 2 more. And last one. And lower. Okay, let's sit back on our heels, stretch through them arms. So you can keep your knees together, stretch forward through the fingers, head up if you've osteoporosis. And then from here, we're going to go on to our other side. So up on the elbow. Okay, legs are stacked on top of each other. We're going to lift those hips up and reach through. Up. Reach through. That's it. Keep it nice and long through the head as well. We don't want to have that head lolloping, okay? 3, 2, last one, and lower. Okay, let's grab our cushion again. We'll just do our little bit with the arm and the shoulder. Okay, so legs are stacked on top of each other, 2 arms out in front of you, top arm goes round. So let's keep that upper body where it is for the moment. Okay, and then we're going to start opening it up. So a little bit wider this time. So adding the upper body into it, making the circle bigger. On wider. Last 2. Last one. And lower. Okay, from here we'll come onto our backs, okay? So there's no ab moves on this one. You'll have to look up a different video if you want to do any ab work. But this is because this is purely back, okay? So we're going to go into a bit of shoulder bridge to finish. So feet nice and close into the bum there. So not much space between your heel and your backside. Back is nice and level. We're going to do a bit of prep first, okay? We're looking straight up towards the ceiling, hands relaxed down by our sides. We're just going to push that spine into the floor, tilting the pelvis back, and then releasing. So push and release. Push in and release. So just a gentle little pelvic tilt there, working through the back. On the next one, we're going to add that lift. So from here, I want you to push your spine into the floor, tilt the pelvis, and then you're peeling that back up off the mat, one bone at a time, lifting those hips up, and then slowly drop it back down the same way it went up, one bone at a time. So we're taking a breath in on the floor, out to lift, breath in once our hips get up, so a nice breath in once we get to the top of the move, and then a breath out to lower, in when you're back on the floor, and then out to lift. So peeling that back up off the mat like a string of pearls, one pearl at a time, imagining that's what that spine looks like, peeling up and dropping back down. So hopefully you're feeling a nice stretch through the back, nice movement through the pelvis, okay? Nice and steady. On the next one, we're going to add those arms. So we're going to peel the spine up off the mat, arms go back. We're going to get those arms as far back as we can. And then we're slowly lowering. Lower the arms and lower the spine. We're going to go 2 more of these. And 1 more. And lower. Okay, we can give ourselves a big stretch out. So lower your legs, stretch out those arms. If you want a bit of extra to the arms, you can always lower them here, make 2 fists. Drop those arms forward. If you want some more movement through your shoulders, that's a nice one to do. Or even on your tummy, where we do the turning arms, okay? So if you want any of the abs, there's an abs move, which is an advanced abs move. Well, not advanced, intermediates. And I'm going to do, there's a nice beginner's abs as well for you, okay?